रहा पावन पुण्य सवेरा। से आए अपने आप को जानो, राजयोग के द्वारा अपना परम पिता पहचानो। इसी राजपथ पर चलकर पालो अपना बसेरा। तुम हो आत्मा तन से न्यारे, परमात्मा को प्यारे। दिव्य गुणों को धारण करके योगी बनो दुलारे। ज्योति बिंदु ही तोड़ेगा ये माया मोह का घेरा। अंतर मन में ज्योति जगा लो, होगा दूर अंधेरा। ओम शांति, ओम शांति, ओम शांति।
ओम शांति, ओम शांति, ओम शांति। We were listening to the wonderful song which was just played, which was about the praise of Mama. And since this is the month of June, we have been listening to the specialities of Mama, and today's speciality is about she was not an embodiment of that gentleness or love. She was a sensible mother, a teacher and a guru. How she had a balance of that maturity and the entertainment, and how she was an embodiment of patience, and how that mother has inspired souls to imbibe good sanskars. And today also Baba says the fire of the vices and the flaws or the weaknesses which is burning the whole world. So you can't extinguish that fire without God's love and God's wisdom. So of course the remembrance of God is also considered as the fire when it takes its volcanic form. So that will finish the impact or the influence of this fire. The people of the world wish, they think that it's the greatest thing to be in the land of peace for all the time, whereas on the path of knowledge, what Baba reveals is the number of births that the soul takes in this physical world. The more the number, the more that fortune of that soul. Because I was just taking a course of someone, so I just told her that Sri Krishna's that soul takes 84 births, and she was just started becoming emotional because she said, because the people of the world consider Krishna to be God, and they consider one of the greatest things to be in the land of peace for all the time. So when I told her that Sri Krishna takes 84 births and he comes into the cycle of birth and death, that made her emotional because they considered he's beyond the birth and death. So Baba says we have to keep ourselves busy either in the gross way or a subtle way in serving the world. Then there is no margin of Maya to enter, because nothing disturbs you then, because empty mind is a devil's house. So Baba daily just tells us to adopt various ways to progress. Today Baba says, let's listen to Baba's Murli, the essence, and today's date is 13th June, and the essence is, sweet children, Father has come to extinguish the fire of vice that's burning the whole world, and to make everyone cool. The rain of this knowledge makes you cool. Baba says the rain of this knowledge makes you cool. Question: which fire is burning the whole world? The answer: the fire of this vice, that is the lust, is burning the whole world. Everyone has become ugly by burning in the fire of lust. The Father is making them cool with the rain of this knowledge. Just as the earth becomes cool with rain, similarly with the rain of this knowledge, you become cool for 21 births. We also observe that when there is a lot of humidity, when it rains, we all feel very better, because it cools earth. So Baba says the rain of this knowledge makes you cool for 21 births. That's because the rain just cools and it provides that coolness for just a short period of time, whereas this rain of knowledge just makes us cool for 21 births. Then there is no type of fire which remains. Even the elements become sato pradhan and no heat is experienced, because there is a relevance between the nature's quality and the soul's quality, because when souls become sato pradhan, even the elements become sato pradhan, where there is the direct impact. Om Shanti. In remembrance of whom are you spiritual children sitting? Baba just asks once again that, children, in whose remembrance are you sitting here? So Baba says, you are definitely sitting in the remembrance of your spiritual father. When spirits are sitting in the remembrance of our Supreme Father, the Supreme Soul, so that our spiritual father can come and refresh us make us cool. Because when we sit in remembrance, what do we always think? Baba comes, he tells Murli, Baba gives power, Baba gives directions. So this would be the thoughts. So Baba says, we spirits are sitting in this remembrance of our Supreme Father, the Supreme Soul, so that our Supreme Spiritual Father can come and refresh us and make us cool. Because Bharat has been burnt and almost destroyed by our sitting on the pyre of lust. Nowadays, we are listening to that. We listen the news which is related to this voice. That's why Baba says the people of the world just call out the Father just to come and make us cool. People sing, come and extinguish the fire. What's it? The fire of, that's the fire of lust. When a fire is very fierce, people die in it. The Bharat has been completely burnt away by this fire of the fire of lust. And this is why they remember the Father and call out to him to come and cool them down. What's that coolness? Because we don't have any curiosity for anything. There is coolness, and when there is rain, the earth becomes cool. This rain is of this knowledge. Only once does he come and make you so cool. He gives you so much that there is no eagerness for anything in the golden age. You have had this eagerness for half a cycle. Baba, come and cool us down. Purifier Father, come and make us cool. Bharat, that is, the whole world becomes cool with the rain of this knowledge. You become the masters of heaven. When a person dies, they say that he has gone to heaven. They simply sweeten their mouths by saying that. Baba says when someone shuts the body, they just sweeten their mouths, but he actually doesn't go to heaven. You know, heaven is now being established. Baba has now come. He is raining the rain of this knowledge on you. Because at this time we remain cool, that coolness effect lasts for 21 births. There is no desire for rain or anything else. It's constantly spring there. There is no need of this physical rain or the knowledge of the rain of the knowledge, because it's constantly spring there. There is no type of sorrow there. Even the sun becomes Sato Pradhan. When the human beings become Sato Pradhan, the elements, sun, moon, all the elements become Sato Pradhan. It never becomes too hot. You become the masters of the whole world. You are now slaves. People sing, I am your slave, I am your slave. They remember the Father. The Father says, I have now come as your servant to serve you. I serve you, children. I come into this foreign impure world in an impure body. Baba says Baba is available at our service. Baba comes in that impure world in an impure body. There can't be a single pure one in this impure world. The golden age is called pure and the iron age is called impure, because all are vicious. Only the people of Bharat will understand this knowledge. Only those who have taken 84 births will listen to this knowledge. Only those who are to go to the golden and the silver ages will come and become Brahmins, number wise according to the efforts that they make. The Father has explained that you are now in the Brahmin clan, then you will go into the deity clan. The Father comes to establish the Brahmin clan, that's the Brahmin Dharma. Baba establishes the Brahmin Dharma. You wouldn't say that Supreme Father, Supreme Soul comes and converts Shudras into Brahmins without Brahma. This is your somersault. It's very easy. You know how this world cycle turns, and they have removed the top knot of Brahmins and the image of Shiv Baba from the variety form image. They speak of deities, warriors, merchants, Shudras, then Shudras to deities. Where did the Brahmins go? Brahmins sing salutations to the Brahmins who are to become deities. Where did the creation of Prajapita Brahma go at that time? The name of Prajapita Brahma is very well known. They have made so many mistakes in the images. There is no name or mention of the children of Prajapita Brahma. A teacher teaches in a school. There is still a source of income. An aim or objective is definitely required. You children also understand that it's only by studying you receive status. God enters this impure world, teaches impure ones. The Father says, I teach you children and purify you. Look how great the income is through this study. You create your fortune for half a cycle. Baba says, such an incredible fortune is created. Baba says you create your fortune for half a cycle. Of course, whatever we study, that whatever earnings we do, that may not be enough for even in that single birth, whereas Baba says this income is guaranteed for 21 births. So 21 generations has been remembered in Bharat. You are now receiving your unlimited inheritance from the unlimited Father for 21 births. A physical father only gives an inheritance of temporary happiness, whereas you receive such an inheritance from this Father that you won't receive any sorrow for generation after generation. There was unlimited happiness in Bharat. No one else has this knowledge in her or his intellect. The Father who gives this knowledge knows that, and those to whom he gives the knowledge know it. No one else knows it. His praise is also sung in the Granth, that is the Sikh scripture. The one incorporeal, one is incorporeal, is egoless. It is at this time you understand the meaning of this. They simply sing that he is egoless, while being such a great authority, doesn't have any ego. Here, even when people have a minor position, they are so intoxicated with that. Yeah. That is the intoxication of the temporary status that I am so and so. You are now intoxicated with the spiritual study. Your souls now understand that you have to become soul conscious. Only then will you be able to remember the Father. When your yoga with the Father breaks, you are shot by Maya and you wilt. If you continue to stay in remembrance, your mercury of happiness will continue to rise. When someone passes an important examination, he has great happiness. He feels there is no other greater or higher study than that. If someone passes a very examinations which are of very eminent posts, of course if he clears that exam, he will have a great happiness because there is no other higher study than that. Whereas we realize that our study is the highest one because we don't have any knowledge or that study which enables human being become a deity, and the rest of the world's study falls below this one, or its priority or value may be less. They studied Raj Yoga. For that was how they became an emperor or the empress. Raj Yoga is very well known, and the Supreme Father, Supreme Soul comes and teaches you Raj Yoga for heaven. People say they must have performed such sins in their past, for that was how they became that. You know that you are studying to perform such actions in this birth that you will rule for your future 21 births, and you will be present in heaven. As are the king and queen, so are the subjects. It's the kingdom. The Father has come to establish a kingdom. You will then go and sustain it for 21 births. You have been experiencing sorrow for 63 births. All of that will finish. Bharat is called heaven. It's now hell. The world has changed so much. Where has that kingdom gone? You became impure when the kingdom of Ravan began. The Father says you don't know your cycle of 84 births. This is now being explained to you children over and over again. You have been around the cycle of 84 births, and this is your final birth. This is your final birth, and you now have to claim your inheritance once again. You mustn't just go and sit there in the land of liberation, but you are all-round actors. That's why you have all-round parts. There are many who sit in the land of liberation from the golden age because they would have wished for that. So whoever wishes for what will get that. They wouldn't say that the land of liberation is better than coming here. That is like a swarm of mosquitoes. They come and go. They never say that land of liberation is better than coming here, because we also believed the same thing on the path of devotion. When someone shuts the body, what did they wish? They just wish to be liberated from the cycle of the birth and death, and just to be in the land of liberation. Baba says you don't attain anything just by being there. It's not a great thing to stay in the land of liberation. It's just like a swarm of mosquitoes. They come and go. There is the praise of human beings. To whom were those temples built? Whose temples were built? Memorials are for those who play their parts from the beginning. The idols of the temples are created in the memorial of those souls who had played their parts right from the golden age. So Baba is asking, so do you have memorials of those who come later and play their parts? So whenever you read such things on the path of devotion, they are interested. So you can ask, when someone is in the land of liberation, why do you invite that soul to come into the womb and take birth and come into the cycle of birth and death? Then they become very confused, and they are very difficult. It becomes very difficult for them to discern what's right, what's wrong. So Baba says, are there any memorials to those who come at the end? Not at all. And your memorial is so great. You play the maximum parts. It's when you finish your time of the reward and go on to the path of devotion, then they start to build temples in the memory of you and Shiv Baba. Then all other religions come into existence, and their religions are then established. You know your history and geography, and you also know the history and geography of all other religions. We know about the history and geography of ourselves, as well as of other religions. It's a ladder of 84 births, and it's in your intellects how you first go to heaven and then come down. You found friends and relatives with different names and forms in every birth. All of these parts are fixed in the drama beforehand. This is an unlimited drama, repeats identically. You know you were deities who took 84 births and become Shudras. we are once again becoming deities. People say that each soul is a supreme soul. In fact, this is what Hum So means. Then they say each soul is the supreme soul and supreme soul is in each soul. There is a difference of day or night. People of the world, what they said and how Baba explains the difference, that we souls were deities, then warriors, then merchants, Shudras, then we become Brahmins. So Baba says whatever is believed by the people of the world and what's as per the knowledge, there is a difference of day and night. You now understand all of these things and you have now become Pandavas. You have become Pandavas. The Kauravas and Pandavas were brothers, and you have now found the father. Therefore, you have become Pandavas from Kauravas. So when we found Baba, we became Pandavas from Kauravas, and Baba just liberates you from sorrow and becomes your guide and takes you back home. No one knows the home. They say that the souls merge into the Brahma element. That's not a home actually. You stay at home, right? That's called the incorporeal world. You children now know how we incorporeal souls live in that incorporeal world like points. There is also the incorporeal tree there, and this drama is predestined. The seed and tree have to be known. It's called the tree of the variety of Dharma, and this is the human world, and its seed is the Father. There are so many varieties. Baba is the seed of the human world tree. There are so many varieties. The features of those of each Dharma are different. Here too, no two faces are the same, and that too is predestined in the drama. The duration of the tree of life is 5,000 years. Only the Father explains this. Human beings, of course, we assume that the duration of the cycle is hundreds of thousands of years, where Baba comes and clarifies it as just 5,000 years. So only the Father explains this. Human beings are actors who come here to play their parts. This is the stage, and there are the sun, moon and the stars for light. They aren't deities, they are just lights. And Baba also explains that they are not deities, they are just the lights for the stage, that's the physical world. So the energy that we get from the sun and the moon, they are, of course, we don't have to pay anything in return. That's why they are considered as deities. However, they serve you, that's why they are called deities. In fact, deities don't do any service. You children do service. The Father is the obedient servant. When children experience sorrow, the Father feels mercy. When children experience sorrow, the Father feels mercy. The Father has come to explain to you, I come to enable you children to claim your deity status once again. Baba says, Baba always comes to serve you children. That's why Baba is called. Baba calls himself as the obedient servant, and he comes and enables us claim that the position of the deities. There are the stages of ascending and descending for everything. The old world is called Tamo Pradhan and the new world is called Sato Pradhan. Everything becomes old from new. The soul says that this body is too impure and Tamo Pradhan. In the golden age, both the souls and bodies were Sato Pradhan. They didn't eat your head. The soul has now received this knowledge. The soul has remembered that he takes 84 births. The unlimited Father explains the secret. Only when they are in sorrow do they call out to the Father. O remover of sorrow and the bestower of happiness, have mercy. and Bharat was the happiest of all. There can be no land as pure as Bharat was. The Father is now filling the aprons of you children with the imperishable jewels of this knowledge. Have you ever seen such a Father? He says, children, I have brought paradise. Of course, we have physical fathers. Even a physical father will serve his children, but not like Baba. So Baba says, children, I have brought paradise as a gift for your children. For you children, Baba has got paradise as a gift. Even a physical father can, he can make anything, but he's not in a position to give the gift of the paradise. So Baba says, in fact, the physical parents just push their children into the hell of those vices. You were the residents of heaven and have now become the impure residents of hell. Those who don't indulge in vice are called pure. In the golden age, they were completely viceless. At this time, they are completely vicious. The Father says, you too were completely viceless and you have now become completely vicious. You have to claim your completely viceless deity status by remembering the Father. How do you claim? How do you claim that? By being in the remembrance of the Father. The most prominent subject is the remembrance of the Father. Whatever we wish to become, the pilgrimage of remembrance is the basis. So when we remember Baba, we become completely viceless deity status. We will claim that status. Look how good this term is, Man Manabhav. And remember me, your Father, and you will become Sato Pradhan from Tamo Pradhan. I am the Almighty Authority, and remember me. Baba says, remembrance is called the fire of yoga. It is in this your sins are burnt away, and you will then become pure. That's the fire of the vices, and this is the fire of the remembrance, and that remembrance enables you burn the sinful actions. Acha, to you sweetest, beloved, long lost and now found children, love, remembrance and good morning from the Mother, Father and Bap Dada. The spiritual Father says Namaste to you spiritual children, and we spiritual children also offer love, remembrance and say good morning, Namaste to the Mother, Father and Bap Dada. The essence for Dharana, the first one, maintain the intoxication of this study. Last morning's Murli also we heard. What intoxication should you have? You should have intoxication about what? About that we are imperishable souls, the imperishable Father, and in front of whom am I sitting? Become as egoless as the Father. Don't have any ego about your position, etc. Baba makes it very clear. What are those positions when some studies and someone attains some position, how much arrogance is built up based on that position? Baba reminds us that this study is the highest one, and the position that is attained through this study, that is the highest one, and there is no other position which claims higher than that. That's why irrespective of whatever positions we have, we mustn't have arrogance. Second, fill your aprons with the jewels of this knowledge, become completely viceless and attain the deity status never built. Baba doesn't like if our faces are built. Today's blessing, may you keep yourself busy in both ways, physical as well as subtle, and become a victorious conqueror of Maya. Consider yourself to be a server. Consider yourself to be a servant. Keep yourself busy doing service with interest and enthusiasm, and Maya will not then get a chance. Whenever you are free in your mind, in your intellect, in your physical actions, at that time Maya takes the chance. However, keep yourself happily busy by doing service in both ways, that is physical as well as subtle. Because of your happiness, Maya will not have courage to oppose you. If we are in remembrance of the Baba, we churn the points of knowledge, we just discuss Baba's knowledge, we make ourselves busy in action, physical actions. So if we keep ourselves very happy, that too in both the ways, that is subtle as well as gross, that is physical way. So when we are happy, Maya will not have courage to oppose you. Yeah. Baba says when we do the service in that happiness, when we have all the negative thoughts, because sometimes we have the thoughts always, I am the only one who is doing, no one does. So while doing something, there is always a conflict, because some get Maya, some are troubled by Maya even while performing actions. There are many examples of how the Maya troubles the children while doing action. So Maya will not let you do the service. That's why don't do anything just for show off. Whatever service we do, it's not that we do it for someone's sake or Baba's sake. We do our actions to create our fortune, to claim that highest position, for my happiness, for my attainments. I'm not doing anything for anyone's sake. But Baba's concern is that is there for us, that Baba still thinks us to be worthy and is giving the service. We need not do anything just to please anyone. Baba says just do the service happily, so that will not let Maya come to you. Be your own teacher and create a daily program to keep your intellect busy, and you will then become a victorious conqueror of Maya. Always set your routine. Baba always takes this example that those who are the VIPs or those who are at very eminent positions, they always plan their day. So in the same way, Baba tells we children also have to plan our routine, then we will be able to gain victory over Maya. The only way is to keep ourselves busy in a subtle as well as in a gross way. Slogan: say with faith and intoxication, Baba is with me, and Maya will then not be able to come close to you. Can we all say, Baba is with me? Maya will not come close to you. When Baba is with me, Maya will not come. Today's obvious signal: to remain constantly cheerful, busy-natured and tolerant. Bab Dada, how much effort that Baba invests in making us imbibe that virtue or that quality, by emphasizing the significance of imbibing that quality throughout the entire month. Bab Dada wants to see the simplicity, easiness, sweetness in the activity, faces, words, actions of all you children. Baba wants to see simplicity, easiness, sweetness in the activity, faces, words, actions of all of you children. If due to force or tiredness your words aren't even a little sweet, your face isn't sweet. This is the wish of the Father, that all this virtue should be visible on our face through words, actions. If due to force and tiredness, your words aren't even a little sweet, if your face isn't sweet but serious, you wouldn't be said to be full of all virtues. No matter what the circumstances are, whatever your virtues are, let them emerge. So Baba says, even if we lack the sweetness, the virtue of sweetness due to any reason, then Baba says we are not the ones who are full of all the virtues. So no matter what the circumstances are, whatever your virtues are, let them emerge. Just as Bab Dada is, because sometimes our original nature will be known when we are encountered by different challenges and situations, because when someone is always appreciating, when things are in favor of me, everything goes very well, I'm always good. So Baba says, irrespective of whatever circumstances you are in, your original virtues should emerge. Just as Bab Dada is, let the same virtues, task, words, thoughts be experienced through you. Let it emerge from everyone's lips. This one appears to be the same as Bab Dada. We were just speaking about the specialities of Mama, the quality of the maturity, because the maturity is the mine of all the qualities. We saw the practical example of Mama being in that stage. She was not the mother of that love, or she was a very good mother, because the physical mother may have the tendency of hiding the children's weaknesses, whereas the Alaukik mother gives the power to reform the children by highlighting their flaws. Of course, Laukik mother also loves, and the Laukik mom also loves, but hiding our flaws, hiding our mistakes, that's not the right thing. So she is a mother, of course. She's a good teacher, good mother, and a guru. The one who teaches through her own behavior or actions. By having the maturity or patience, she had the power to accommodate, to pack up. Because of accommodating and the power to pack up, she was an embodiment of tolerance. So the Vyakt signals which were received, that was also about being tolerant. So since this Mama's month is going on, so Mama was an embodiment of easiness, tolerance, then simplicity, then sweetness. So because of having the power to accommodate, she had the power to tolerate, and because of having this virtue, she was always seen as peaceful and calm. Today's point of Purusharth: while churning the knowledge, we should also have good wishes and the practice of giving the searchlight. So while churning the knowledge, we should also have good wishes and have the practice of giving the searchlight, or observing the silence of the mind, or practicing the drills during the traffic control. Baba says always we should have the timetable for the mind to be stable in various stages. Whatever time is fixed for the traffic controls, that's also, of course, it's mandatory for us to observe silence during that time. Always make a program to be in solitude and to accumulate the treasures, to use those resources in a worthwhile way. and to take the name of the one and to be always economical. Let's only Baba be there in my intellect. Let Baba's knowledge come, be there, because whatever maximum can be saved, that should be saved, because Baba always says, because whatever we save, that gets indirectly, that comes indirectly in my account. Om Shanti. Om Shanti. All the trial brothers and sisters of all the three campuses will assemble in Dadiji's meeting hall, where the Munni Didiji will come and meet all of you. You are requested to just get the trial card. So the evening meditation from 6 to 8 is at conference hall. Let's remember Baba. Let's listen to the teachings of respected Dadi Ratan Mohini ji. Always practice this. Keep doing it firmly while wherever you go. Which one? It's okay to say this, but how your face should be always smiling. Look, is there anyone's face withered or whose eyes are closed? There is no face that doesn't have a smile on it. So let this be your nature. Any matter that has to be confirmed internally, how is this one done? It's always remembered internally. By remembering, automatically this symbol appears on the face and you are happy to hear. Nothing is remembered in the organization, but one learns in the organization while staying here the whole day. If you keep practicing during the day while being here, then you will remember even when you go there. Om Shanti.